What's good, everyone? I'm Kevin, your host from Coinsider. Welcome to a live stream today. And please let me know in the comments if you can hear me all right. As you can see, we're going to talk about the Solana rotation thesis. Actually, it's my Solana rotation thesis. And the question at hand is, should we sell some SOL, aka take some profits, especially if you've been riding this rocket ship for a while, and rotate it into Solana ecosystem projects? Okay, and basically the main idea is because money flows from large cap projects to medium cap or mid cap to small cap and back, right? That's the rotation thesis. So as you can see in this agenda, we're going to talk about the why behind this thesis, why I have this Solana rotation thesis, why I think it will happen. And then we're going to take a live look at 10 to 20 projects. Just as a sneak peek, there's going to be some popular ones like Serum, Radium, Atlas, Polis, Mango, Step, Ramp, Sunny. There's going to be a ton. And I guarantee you there's going to be a handful of gems that you haven't heard of before. I guarantee you there's some new ones coming up that haven't launched yet that I will share with you as well. So there's going to be like 15 to 20. We're going to walk through live. And this is a live stream, of course, so it's going to be a little bit more raw, less polished than my usual videos, which are really efficient, as you may know if you've watched some of my content before. So just a heads up for those of you watching, it's going to be raw and maybe not as smooth and quick as usual. And the reason why I want to do this live today is so that we can check out these Solana ecosystem projects together, take a live look, get some gut feeling, and check out some of the ones you guys may like that I haven't heard of yet. But that may be a little bit hard because I've been doing a lot of research in the Solana ecosystem. And then the end of the stream, we're going to end up with my top picks that I either have bought already or want to buy soon. And also share my personal strategy and forecast of what's going to happen with Solana and its ecosystem projects. Okay, sounds good, everybody? So just a few housekeeping real quick. I'm going to leave timestamps for those of you who are watching this video after the stream is done. So give me some time afterwards to add those timestamps if you want to skip around to different projects. And also use the live chat just whenever you want to share some thoughts about the projects I'm looking at. And also if there's any I'm missing. But like I said, there's a lot. There's like over 15 I'm going to look at. So please give me a little bit of time to get through them as well. And remember, in terms of which projects to look at, I'm only looking at Solana ecosystem projects. So maybe in the future, we can look at some other ecosystems like Avalanche, Phantom, even Cardano or whatever, right? But today we're focused on Solana. Okay, so let me go to screen share. Okay, believe you guys can see this, but this is Solana's charts. And wait, let me scoot this over a little bit. Okay, so at the highest point, it rocketed to around 215, and then it corrected a little bit too. But if we zoom out, Solana has been on an absolute tear, right? Like it quintupled in the span of a month, which was the biggest rocket ship out of like the top 50 or top 20 at least. And it went all the way in the top 10. What is it right now? Actually, it's number 7. It went top 5 even, right? But that is why I've been thinking about rotation into ecosystem projects, because its ecosystem projects have mostly lagged. I mean, some of the small ones might have went 5x like Sol did, but a lot of them didn't. Like Serum lagged, Radium lagged. A lot of them lagged, and it was the better choice to hold the real deal, the biggest horse in this ecosystem, the main one, Sol, rather than those other ones. But maybe it's going to start rotating, right? Because in crypto, we oftentimes see rotations like from The profit flows into Bitcoin first, the big caps, Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then it flows into mid caps, like the DeFi projects. Let me just go to the main coin market cap. Then it flows into mid caps, like let's say 10 to 30, your Chainlinks, your Uniswaps, your other DeFi blue chips, Compound, Tezos. Let's say it flows into those next, and then it flows into full-on small cap alt season, in which alts pump insanely, like the smaller ones, let's say 50 through 200. Those start pumping a lot. And then sometimes, most of the time, it flows back up into Bitcoin. People take profit into Bitcoin and Ethereum nowadays if they're in DeFi. So that's the rotation thesis. And sometimes we see that happen in particular ecosystems too. Like it starts with their main coin, like BNB for the BSC ecosystem. And then it flows into promising projects under it when people are like, okay, I've got enough profits in the main coin, but some of the ecosystem projects, people haven't discovered it as early as I have. I'm talking from their perspective, by the way. So they start buying those, and those are still smaller market caps, so they have more room to run. That's why I'm thinking that if you have rode this rocket ship up, benefited from the rocketing SOL price, it may be time to rotate a little bit into its ecosystem projects. Now, I'm not saying to sell all your SOL, because SOL is looking like a blue chip bet. And if we start going up again, it may rocket even more, breaches all-time high again. So this is just a theory, right? We're trying to continue increasing our gains, that we can take a little bit of profit in SOL and rotate it into some of the projects we're about to look at. And like I said, there's going to be 15 plus. But first, let me just check out the live stream real quick, give y'all a shout out. Hello, Renee, Claudio, Hisham, thank you. Kurt, No Brain, yes. Ray and Serum, we're definitely going to look at those two. Cropper Finance, is that a Solana Ecosystem one? Sol BUSD, is that like Binance USD, the pair, John Kumar? LF, okay. Sol Solana 50. Yeah, it really did move, Nikhil. A lot of people thought that it topped off way under 100. You're not the only one. Donnie P, hello. Greetings from Italy. Okay, so it's time to look at some Solana ecosystem projects. And so let me open that up here. This is the best way to do so. I'm just going to go to, let's see. Okay, so this is how I'm going to look at it. So I went to Serum, and if you click on, this is CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko has this too. View all, you can look at right here, Solana Ecosystem. Click on this tag, and it shows us a bunch. Now, for today, I'm not going to focus on the ones that started off in other ecosystems or has kind of like 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out of the door. I want ones that were like born and raised in the Solana ecosystem. Their tokens are SPL standard tokens. They don't have like half ERC20, half SPL, half BEP from the Binance world. You get what I mean, right? I want to focus on native, born and raised, like only traded on Serum and Radium and things like that. Okay, so that is what we're going to look at, which means that these other ones that are technically Solana ecosystem, maybe Chainlink, Terra, no, I'm not going to look at those. The graph, things like Radium, Serum, Mango Markets, Star Atlas, Polis, Star Atlas DAO, Solanium. Kin was also previously from a different space. I'm not going to look at that one. Oxygen. Aleph, someone said this earlier, right? Solrise. Dang, there's a lot, okay? Some of them are really small. Look at the market cap and volume, like just 1 million in daily volume. Those are quite smaller. Fabric, I heard of before. Step Finance. Cropper Finance. Okay, y'all were mentioning this earlier. Cope. Saber, I like a lot. We're going to look into each one, but I'm just kind of showing you the list of projects that we're going to chat about today and take a live look at together. Media network. This one is quite interesting. We'll take a look. Okay, but let us start with one that I hold, and we're going to take a look at price action and also their website to give you a better look at what each one's about and what's to like about them. Serum actually has a so I don't really like looking at these fully diluted market caps because sometimes they're like a meme per se, but it has a pretty small circulating market cap, like 500 million. So I think it's undervalued per that metric. And I bought this a while ago, but it hasn't done as well as Sol. Let me just put it that way. It recently has been starting rotating. See, it's already started rotating is what I'm seeing here. But yeah, Serum. Oh, it crossed its previous all-time high. It actually launched a while ago. This is one of the earliest Solana projects. It launched in 2020. Had a rocket ship, came way back down, and then back up again. Apparently past previous all-time high. And so if we take a look at what Serum is, it's basically the cornerstone of DeFi in Solana, right? They're going to, quote, bring the speed and convenience of centralized exchanges to DeFi. And so they have on-chain order books. They're super fast and super cheap, like less than 1 cent per transaction. Super fast, sub-second trading and settlement. And they have full limit order books. Because remember, if you use things like AMMs like Uniswap, you don't have limit order books. You have to use that little curve, like that, their formula. So you can't put limit orders. But in Serum, you can. And a lot of other projects flow through Serum. That's why I invested in SRM, because Radium uses it, Mango Markets uses it, a lot of projects uses it. But you guys probably know about Serum. So let's move on to, let's see what's next. Let's take a quick look at Radium. This is the second project. Price action, I mean, everything's been correcting lately. Let's zoom out a bit. It's been doing quite well, 4 to 4x gain in 3 months, in 1 year. So not as good as Sol, obviously, but it's broken previous all-time high. Yet again, it looks very similar to Serum's price action. And this is also a DeFi project. Let's take a look. So this is an AMM, right? You can swap or trade because it also uses Serum in the back end, or does its typical liquidity pool swaps like Uniswap does, or SushiSwap. You can yield, you can pool. So it looks pretty similar, right? Look, you know this interface. This is swapping, like we know. And then you can have up top trading, limit orders using Serum as a backend, liquidities, pools, farming, staking, things like that. Pretty self-explanatory. Not going to spend too much time on Radium, but I like it too. It's definitely a blue chip in the Solana space. Next one. This is NFT games, if I'm not mistaken. Atlas and Polis, right? So Atlas has about 273 million market cap. Let's zoom out a bit. It has started in not too long ago. Rocketed, it's been correcting a bit. Polis, around the same market cap. Let's zoom out. Similar price action. But once it consolidates for long enough, it may be a better entry point than to ape into something at new all-time highs. So there's that to think about. And let's take a look at the details. Okay. It's a little bit laggy because it's a fancy website. Click to enter. It's a grand strategy game. It's like NFT games, kind of similar to, oh wow, there's music too. I can hear the music. Okay, this looks really cool, actually. Has anyone actually played this game before? Oh, that is awesome. I'm liking this. So the only concern I have about this is whether or not its tokenomics design is going to be as good as like Axie Infinity. Because if it is, and Axie Infinity, like I said in my video analyzing it, is one of the best token designs in the whole play-to-earn NFT space, play-to-earn game space, right? So if Star Atlas token design is good and its game is fun, I think these tokens could absolutely rocket even higher than it currently is, maybe like 10x. I can definitely see them at 2 billion, 2+ billion. So in the meantime, one sec, let me take a quick look at what y'all are saying in the chat so I can jump back. Okay, let's see. Sol's a lot easier than Serum. Yes, that definitely is true, Rob McGuire. You can buy Sol on like Coinbase and a lot of other places, but Serum and Ray, but that's why it's early, right? If you can buy these Solana ecosystem projects with Phantom Wallet on Symmetry or Radium, then that gets you in early than the people who are going to ape in later. Solpad. So Solpad, Cropper Finance. It's not out yet, Henry. Okay, got it. Okay, got it, Henry. Thanks for sharing that. I will read it, the economic white paper, but I really like the polished. Claudio, you think it's boring? Some of my friends play it. They actually think it's quite a bit of fun, to be honest with you. So thank you guys. Keep leaving comments. Keep chatting. Serum is on Binance. That does make it way easier to acquire. Donnie, you're right. But in the meantime, let's continue to look at different Solana ecosystem projects, okay? So let me go back. Like I said, we could deep dive into all of them, and I might make separate videos for them, but this live stream is going to be more raw, going to be more free-flowing of a chat between us. And I'm just going to take a quicker look at price action of each of these projects in the Solana ecosystem that I like, and also take a quick look at their website to give you an overview of what it's about. Sounds good? Let's continue then. Okay, so where's the next one I like? Let's see. Let me go back to the screen share. So, dang, where is it? Ah, here it is. Mango Markets. I like this one a lot. A lot. Okay, zooming out. So, looks good. 3-month chart, right? You like always these uptrends. And it's only launched since August. So, not that long. Still on an uptrend. Mango Markets. Why it is so special? Because it is like leverage trading, margin trading, decentralized, and perpetual contracts on Solana ecosystem running on Serum. Okay, so that's what I was telling you earlier. A lot of these DeFi projects flow through Serum. That's why I'm so bullish on Serum. But this is amazing because you can do perpetual contracts, you can do leverage trading. And if you guys know, like the reason why BitMEX, FTX makes so much money, they print money, is because they offer these derivatives. And I know if you're in the States like me, you can't really utilize them because that's like heavily regulated, but they print money from the rest of the world. Like they make so much money from people longing and shorting. And so Mango wants to bring that over to the Solana ecosystem. And they can do that because it's lightning fast, near zero fees. You can do like this, trade permissionless with up to 5x leverage. That's for margin trading. And if you do the perpetual contracts, it's up to 10x leverage. It's never sell. And you can look at their start trading. Let's take a look at their interface. Right? You can borrow connect your wallet, and trade their perpetual contracts. Pretty self-explanatory, but the point is that their thesis with Mango is that in the legacy traditional finance space, these types of products print money. If they can bring that over to DeFi, they may print money too, in which case it may be a good idea to buy Mango, which is why I have, at least it's part of my Solana rotation kind of bets per se. Okay, done with Mango. What's next? Let's take a look at, where is it? Step Finance. And these are getting a little bit small. So because this ecosystem is young, after all, it's early, it's young. There's not necessarily a lot of places to buy these. Let's see, FTX, Gate, Serum, Radium. Yeah, there's not a lot of really quality places with a lot of volume besides FTX if you can access that. But let's take a look at the price action. Let's zoom out. Kind of rocketed. Oh, wow. It really rocketed early on and then dropped a lot, but it looks like it has started to recover a bit. But really small market cap. Let's take a look at what it does. Just because it's small doesn't mean it's a good idea to buy it. Position tracking. Okay. Balances, track your position. So it's like a dashboard. The metrics and tools you need to maximize yield, no more spreadsheets. Enter the app. Oh, they're probably going to make me connect my wallet. Yeah. NFT galleries. Interesting. Docs. It's the front page of Solana. Visualize, analyze, aggregate, and execute everything. Okay. That is cool, but tokenomics, design, okay. The step team, maybe not a super strong reason to have a token, to be honest. I mean, of course they can make the case and do their own yield farming and stuff, but it doesn't look like such a product necessarily needs a token as much as some of the other ones do, in my honest opinion, which may be why it fell so much. But recently it's been on an uptrend, at least like in 3 months at least. Okay, let's see, one sec. Move back here and take a look at the cool project. How would you compare it to Hex? Yeah, I'm not too big of a fan of Hex, to be honest. Buy Mango. You can buy it on Symmetry. If you go to Serum, find Symmetry. Make sure it's a legit one, and you can buy it on there. A statement like that. I mean, Brian, like I said, this is not a... I may make deep dives about each of these projects, and some of them I already have. But right now, I'm just wanting to explore this thesis of like rotating sole profits into Solana ecosystem projects. And that's why I just want to take a really brief look at some of them and just talk price action and quick overview and not necessarily dive too deep into each one. Of course, if any of these catch your eyes, you definitely should take a closer look yourself, and I will as well afterwards. So Star Atlas, I definitely want to take a closer look afterwards. But in the meantime, let's continue on to some other ones. Let's see. Ramp is here. 140 million market cap, volume, 20 million, not bad, not bad. Okay, so it hasn't re-broken new all-time highs yet. Launched in the beginning of 2021, so Ramp was earlier than some of the other ones. Oh, sorry, I am not showing my screen right now. Here, let me show you real quick. Ramp. This is what I'm looking at. Launched earlier this year, January of 2021, and hasn't reclaimed new all-time highs yet. So, okay, so this is multi-chain. They work with Binance Smart Chain and Polygon, and Solana now, but I don't want to take a look at this yet, or for right now, because like I said, I want to talk about native Solana ecosystem, like born and bred there. Okay, let's see. Sunny. This one, a lot of people have been using. I know my friends have been using this. Sunny aggregator. They say that they wouldn't necessarily hold this token, but they are using it though. So all time started pretty recently, launched in September, early September. So Sunny aggregator, composable DeFi yield aggregator. Okay, so, and then you can earn Saber after depositing your LP tokens into Sunny. So it's helping you aggregate yield, and you can see the APY to start earning yield. Yield farmers, this is for you. Sunny aggregator, and they have their own token as well. So, okay, we covered Mango. Cope is another interesting one that I actually covered during my top 5 interesting Solana ecosystem projects. Now, this is more of like a weird one. I don't necessarily recommend buying it, but yeah, it hasn't recovered all-time highs yet. But it is native Solana ecosystem. They're building like a trading product where you can, they want to make an index and leaderboard of the top crypto traders who make calls on Twitter. And then they can earn COPE tokens, and you can look at their in-depth reports on like who is right, who is wrong more of the time. And you can get airdrops too, who are exclusive to the COPE holders. You can get some Solana airdrops. And then, yeah, so COPE is more of a like one-man team kind of doing it less professionally as some of these other DeFi products and projects. So just a heads up that it's like a lot smaller, 52 million market cap, and it's not like it's not one of those more professional projects in the Solana ecosystem. So just a heads up before you ape into this. Okay, let's see the next one. Saber. This one I really love. And I'm going to take a look at the live chat right after this one. But Saber, this one I talked about in my video. I really like it. And markets. Okay, they added some, but you can buy it on Serum and Radium and use Symmetry like I did with Phantom Wallet. So zooming out, it's been doing quite well. Started in August. And let's take a look at what they're all about. So they are an AMM, but they're focused, and they're an AMM like Radium is, and like Uniswap, SushiSwap, things like that. But they're focused on cross-chain stablecoins and wrapped assets, right? And they're backed by a lot of huge VCs, the Foundation, Social Capital, Republic Labs, Multicoin Capital. These guys bet big on Solana and Yuan. And a lot of great features. But the best way to do is to just take a look. So you can swap, pool, farm. But here are what's available, right? Your stablecoin. Remember stablecoins, USDC, USDT, Wrapped UST, Wrapped DAI, BUSD, W8 Wrapped HUSD, USDK, and then some other wrapped assets like Wrapped Bitcoin, Wrapped Luna, Wrapped Sol, and Wrapped Serum, Wrapped FTT. That's their focus. And those are really important, right? So if you want stable coins or wrapped assets, this is the place to go for it. And that's why I like Saber, because I think this is the crucial part of the Solana DeFi world. This is why I bought Saber and Mango as my first two picks. But yeah, one sec. Let me go back to here and take a quick look at the live chat and take a sip of my water. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you, Madhu, for the super chat. Sam is a backer. Yes, Sam has golden hands. You remember Shania when Sam was arguing with that one guy on Twitter about Sol being overvalued or not at $3? Wow, Sam has diamond hands, and has a Midas touch, because Sol rocketed over like 50x since then. Yeah. Okay, Rob McGuire, thank you. Super Daddy, Hex. A lot of Hex people here, huh? We're talking about Solana Ecosystem, folks. We're talking about Solana Ecosystem today, not about any other thing. So I'm not going to mention Hex. Elrond, I do like Elrond. Saber not on Radium. It says it is on the markets page. Okay, so let's see. Okay, Rob McGuire, I don't think there's more money to be made. It's just like a vertical, right? Instead of being the AMM focus on anything and everything, they want to focus on integrations with assets that may be on other blockchains, whether it be stablecoins, which is one very tight-knit vertical, or other wrapped assets like Luna's main coin, or like Terra's main coin Luna, or Bitcoin, other coins, right? They want to focus on bridging other ecosystems onto the Solana ecosystem. That's why I like Saber. But, okay, one sec. Let me go back to screen share. So there's some other ones I want to take a look at. These are a lot smaller, so don't ape into them. And if you get rug pulled, don't say I didn't tell you so. Because this one only has 23 million market cap. So this is a true micro cap. Let's zoom out. And went through a rounded bottom. I mean, I'm not a charts guy, but I like to take a look just to get the context. Started in June. Sol Farm. Ticker symbol Tulip. Okay, it's another yield aggregator similar to Sunny, but I heard Sunny is better and that people prefer Sunny. Wow, they have a lot of the ones. Aleph, I really should look at Aleph too, because I haven't looked at that one. A media chain too. Did I write down media chain? No, I haven't. Okay, let me take a pen and write that down real quick, just so I don't forget. Media and Aleph. I have a list kind of down here. So I wrote down everything I want to cover in terms of projects so I don't forget. But Sol Farm, I heard Sunny is better from my friends who have been just yield farming and doing so on the Solana ecosystem too. Okay, Mango, Cope, Saber, Tulip. Let's go to Media Network. Okay, so not a lot of volume. I don't like trading things with such low volume. And you see this price action more like step function too. Let's zoom out. Wow, what a weird price action. Yeah, I don't like this price action. Don't know what's going on, but it is Solana Ecosystem. So let's take a quick look. Privacy First Community Governed CDN is a decentralized peer-to-peer content delivery network. So this reminds me vaguely of like Live Peer or Theta Network, if you've heard of either of those. Okay. Peer-to-peer technology. CDN. So you deliver content, like it helps deliver videos across the internet. Media server. Okay, so earn media while sharing your bandwidth, scale existing infrastructure, run a node. We remember a lot of tokens like this before. I don't think this is necessarily a great use case for crypto and blockchain tech. But hey, if they can get adoption and prove me wrong, then all the more power to them. I'm a crypto maximalist after all. No private sale, I like that. Token performance hasn't been doing media network app. So this is adjacent to Theta and Live Peer, if you guys remember that. And okay, let's encrypt. I mean, I like it, but their market cap is super small. Yeah, I mean, take it as you will. If you like them on a fundamentals level, then maybe you can do a bet on them. But personally, I am not that interested in media right now. Okay, Aleph. I know someone mentioned this earlier. Let's take a look at this. Aleph.im. It's also Ethereum too. Did it launch a long time ago? Look at these pumps. This makes me feel like it's very manipulated. I'm curious what it is anyways, because I haven't seen it before. But usually we want to focus on born and bred. Okay, trusted off-chain data, computation, cloud computing. So it's like a operating system for all those different networks. Cosmos, Avalanche, Polkadot. Okay. Not going to take a closer look at this one. But, okay, what else? Be sure to write in the chat what other Solana ecosystem projects. Solanium. This is Solana native. 183 million market cap. Let's zoom out. Okay, I like this price action. Starting to rocket after consolidation in July. Fundraising and trading. Okay, so it's like a launch pad. Invest in the hottest Solana projects. Stake slim. Interesting. I wonder if they have KYC AML policies. Can anyone apply in this launch pad or no? That's one big question on my mind. Public raises of top tier projects. This is interesting. Okay, launch pads. There's been too many launch pads earlier though. I didn't like how many random launch pads like on Polkadot, on BSC. It's too many launch pads. But that is Solanium. Okay, let me take a quick look at what y'all are saying. Okay, no Saber Radium. Okay, so much Hex. Anchor. Anchor is not Solana native though, right? Crypto Night, we do want to focus on Solana ecosystem projects today. Soul Farm. Henry likes Soul Farm, or he's using it at least. Would not be selling much Soul for ecosystem. Huge fully diluted market caps are ready. Coins are not equity. That is definitely true, Satori. But I found in the past, at least, that a lot of projects with large fully diluted market caps still rocket. Like Filecoin had a crazy fully diluted market cap. Didn't matter. It still rocketed. And the Graph too rocketed, even though it had a lot. But anyways, Port Finance. Did I write down Port? Yes, Port is next. Great call, BG 390. Let's take a look at port. Okay, one sec. Let me screen share. Port finance. Okay. Really small, 24 million total market cap. Micro cap. Okay, it's been rocketing though. Look at this. Since when was this? August 11th. Port finance. Okay, select wallet. Dashboard, supply. Okay, so it looks like that other project where it shows you stats of stuff. Interesting. That's the thing. I feel like you can build those projects without a token, though, and just make like an amazing dashboard, like Phantom Wallet. That does a lot of stuff. It doesn't have a token, and that's okay. Sometimes you don't need a token for just like simple products. It's just my opinion. Okay. Did we look at AKT yet? Kosh Network. Yeah, this is Cosmos ecosystem too. So still rocketing right now. I only want to focus on Solana ecosystem projects, but curious anyways. Open source cloud. Deploy your application in minutes. Cloud native, serverless apps. Okay, I like this. It looks pretty professional too, but I wonder if they're running on mainly Cosmos right now. Yeah, they're not even traded on Solana ecosystem dexes. So this is outside the scope of this video. PLX. Phyllis. Solana ecosystem. Here we go. 282 million. So starting to get mid cap. Oh, wow. Look at this price action. This is really weird. Boom, boom, and then down again, and then up again. This is really weird. I don't like when price action looks like this, to be honest with you. But to each their own. Okay, we have a few more projects. Benefits. Okay. Okay, let's see. Decentralized ecosystem of user-friendly, transparent, and privacy-respecting products. Blockchain can ease their life. EVM hybrid chain based on Solana and applied to the EVM world. Interesting. Interesting. Vaults. Okay. Definitely want to take a closer look at this one. Get started. Dang, their website makes it a little bit laggy though. FAQ. Frequently asked questions. Always like to go look at the FAQ. AI operated DPoS blockchain. You can build dApps, smart contracts on its mainnet. Okay, I see what it is. It's its own blockchain network that kind of combines like EVM with Solana. But it's all about adoption after all, and people are using just Solana regular. But this is interesting though. I do like kind of combining the two worlds, Ethereum and Solana, because I like both. Okay, let's see. Just a few more. Oxygen, Orca, and Fabric. Okay, Oxygen. 130 million. Price action hasn't been doing that good. There's a huge rounded bottom right here though. So hopefully it starts to rocket even more again. Launched earlier. This is one of the earlier ones in March of 2021. It's yield farming Solana ecosystem. DeFi prime brokerage to help generate yield. What do y'all think about Oxygen if you've taken a look before? Against a portfolio of digital, borrow to short, get trading leverage, to prime brokerage, peer-to-peer. Okay. DeFi heavy. A lot of partners, Alameda Research, FTX, Multicoin, Serum. See what I tell you guys? Serum powers a lot of DeFi stuff in the Solana ecosystem. They'd be crazy not to like route their liquidity through Serum. Okay, let's see. Orca. This one is a DEX. I've taken a look at it before. Small. This is small cap, 30 million. It's been doing well price-wise. Not a lot of liquidity though. Not a lot of volume, I mean. See? Not a lot of volume. It's like a fun DEX. You know, you've seen these in like the BSC space. You can trade different things. Stable, swap, or they don't have that many options yet. Radium, Port, Rope, Saber, Serum, Tether, Step. Yep, it's a DEX. A small one. It ultimately comes down to their adoption, really. Fabric. Did we take a look at that yet? Also Solana Ecosystem. Really small, 10 million total market cap. Had a pump earlier, dropped quite a bit. F-Synth. Okay, so it's kind of like a DEX, like Serum and Radium's front end. To be honest, I'd rather buy those two rather than Fabric. But hey, they're in the Solana ecosystem. All right, I have two more ones that haven't launched their token yet, but I'm keeping a close eye on. I want to share with you guys. I think those are going to be ultra promising if and when they launch. But I want to take a quick look at these. This is right here. You see, two future projects gems. That's what I want to show you next. But first, let's take a look at the live chat. Sol should equal or overtake ETH in 1 year. Yeah, you're right. ETH needs to launch ETH 2 soon. They have to. Long Sam chain. Orca is good as Sol DEX. Orca for swap. Okay, port finance, lending play, TVL is huge. Good, big TVL is always good as long as it's legitimate and not just whales playing games. Port finance could compete with Compound. Cyclos getting on Sol. Good entry point. Little cheap. You could always dollar cost average, like spread it out through a few weeks or a couple months, rather than just slam it all in and hope it hits, right? Okay. Two projects that haven't launched yet, I think will be gems. First one, Zeta. Let me find it first. Zeta Markets. Has not launched yet, but this is alpha for you guys. Let me show you why. Under collateralized trading platform, world's first, revolutionizing options markets. You can try their alpha. It's built on Solana. Right? This is derivatives, which makes a lot of money. Traders love this. Okay, I don't connect my wallet, but P&L, expiry, quantity, mark price. Under collateralized trading platform. Sounds really interesting. Expiry, strike price. Yeah, I'm liking this. Zeta hasn't come out yet with their token, so you can't buy this yet. The next one is Neon. This is really interesting. They're combining virtual machine from Ethereum and scalability liquidity from Solana, the best of both worlds. They don't have a token yet, unfortunately. Solana, Ethereum smart contract scaled by Solana. Neon swap demo. fully Ethereum compatible environment on Solana. Neon Labs in between. So you get scalability. You can port things over your Ethereum dApps, right? Because right now in a Solana ecosystem, you have to rewrite smart contracts and dApps from scratch because it's different. It's Rust, not Solidity. But Neon wants to bridge the gap and make it easier. So roadmap, they're still gonna integrate their infrastructure. So hasn't launched any tokens yet. And yeah, this is the two projects, Zeta and Neon, that I'm gonna keep my eyes on. But let me see what y'all are saying. Excuse my, let's see. Short summary. Okay, Lil Sheep. There's too many to name. You have to watch it afterwards, but I can name a few right now for you. Serum, Ray, Atlas, Mango, Step, Ramp, Sunny, Saber, Cope, Slim, Port, Oxy, Orca, Fabric, Media. There's a lot. It's a lot of Solana ecosystem projects we've been looking at. But let me just say, what is my strategy and my forecast? So this is what I would do, and you guys let me know if you think this is a good strategy. I would buy maybe like 2 to 4 picks out of the whole list I just said. Like I said, personally, I bought Mango and Saber, Serum, and I might want to buy 1 or 2 more. Along with Sol, store it in your Phantom wallet. Big fans of Phantom. So easy and fast to use, by the way. And so cheap, so fast to confirm. And I think that if we get another like few months, 6 months of bull market and Bitcoin breaks all-time high, things like Saber or other ones I said have easy room for a 10x. That's a big if though, because Saber is small. Remember the market cap? It's like, what? Let me pull that up again. SBR. Saber price. Hold up. Let me just take a quick look. 55 million market cap. So you can see it at 500 million. That's nothing in the crypto space in the bull market. So yeah, things like that and other ones I said with the small market cap could easily 10x if we continue our bull market for another few months. But some people have said for Bitcoin that this may be a complacency bounce because we still haven't crossed a previous all-time high and we've kind of been starting to go down recently. Let me show you the Bitcoin charts real quick. Right? Some people say this may be a complacency bounce. I sure hope not, but you can't deny that it may look like it. What do you guys think? Complacency bounce or just a brief before we go up again? So we want to keep an eye on market structure. If everything breaks down and Bitcoin gets like lower and lower, that's not good. And we don't want to be holding these small cap coins through the entire bear market. Don't you remember what happened last time? I bought some things when these are high, early 2018, late 2017, and it did terrible afterwards. It literally went to zero. That wasn't good. We don't want to do that. So my point is, if we're doing this rotation thesis, maybe not with all your soul, but I did do it with some of my soul, rotate it into these other quality bets in the Solana ecosystem that are still small and young. So if I would feel more comfortable holding Sol during the entire bear market than some of these other smaller ones who may just die and become ghost projects, right? But it would be great to accumulate near the bottom though for the most solid ones. Like if Serum or Radium or Mango markets goes really low during the bear market, may be a good time to accumulate because like, look, let me just show you an example here. Aave. This used to be ETH-land back in the day. Just look at this price action. Okay, actually, we can't see this because it didn't show us the previous one. But basically, in the depths of the bear market, what was another one that came out a long time ago, went through, did Compound show that price action? No, this is 2020. Okay, well, it's hard to see right now, but if you're able to get it in the depths of the bear market, it may go like an easy 50x afterwards. So, but you need dry powder then, and you need conviction and good timing. But yeah, let's take a look at the live chat. And I do have 2 other Solana ecosystem projects y'all have to watch. One is Solana Pros and Cons I made several months ago. That's a really good one. A lot of people watch it. Go watch that one if you haven't. And then top 5 Solana ecosystem projects. A lot more of a deeper dive into each one rather than just me taking a gut feelings look, which is what this live stream is. By the way, if y'all don't mind giving me a quick like if you like this stream, I'd greatly appreciate that. But let's take a final look at Solana worth 300 plus. Definitely think that's possible, especially in the next bull cycle, Adam Charlton. I think Solana can go much higher. Leverage farming, Raghav, that is awesome. That Jacqueline, that's probably a different Zeta, to be honest with you. Be careful about buying coins that have the same name, but it's completely different projects. Yeah, Little Sheep, you got it. Stock market crash. Rob McGuire, I think it absolutely would bring down crypto. I would be very scared. I think that's the biggest thing that could derail our hopes of a continued bull run is if it crashes. If it crashes, I think crypto markets will have a huge crash too, just like we saw in March of last year. Remember when Bitcoin and everything dropped like 50% in a single day? SEC is trying to fudge things up. Adam, you're right. I take that back. So the biggest risk is stock market risk. The second biggest risk is SEC playing games with us. Double bubble, mainly poetry. I agree with you. 2013, double bubble. So far holding good. I use Phantom Wallet with Symmetry and Serum. Port Finance, Saver, ETH has 1,000. Yeah, Sol could easily go to 1,000. Pros and cons. Most of your ETH is Sol. I still hold a lot of ETH, by the way. But I do like Sol. All right, folks. Whew, this was a long one. This was a long one, but I really enjoyed. Oh, and we're just about at the hour mark. Thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe and like this video. I have another Solana piece coming out for you midweek, and then more great ones coming afterwards. And we just hit 100,000 subs recently, so I really appreciate y'all joining around the ride. And I really hope you stick around too. And even in the bear market, when things are boring, if we have live streams, I hope you join me, because the bear market are the times to really make a fortune. Imagine, like, remember what I told you, Aave, and it used to be ETH-land back in the day. It dropped like 90% or more. And so people were like not caring about crypto back then. But if people had conviction back then and they bought it, they would be retired by now, even with like 10,000 bucks, literally, or less. You'd be retired right now. That's how big of a gain is. It made sense then. That's why this channel is, we evolve. We used to be Bitcoin for beginners. Now we're Coincider, because we're not only for beginners anymore. We've evolved for more intermediate content too. But the point is, I want people who believe in crypto and aren't just going to be like hopium all day and shilling and fudding and all that stuff. If you're around even during the boring times, that is us. We're going to be around even during the boring bear market times that inevitably will come. But if and when it comes, that's going to be some of the best times to get some solid projects. Not all projects can be solid. Some deserve to be at zero. But the ones that do, if we have some conviction, have a thesis, and a little bit of luck, can make our bets well, then that's going to be an amazing, life-changing time, even during the boring times. So I really hope y'all join me during those times in the future. I'm Kevin from Coincider, though. I'll let you go for now, and give me some time. I'll add some timestamps. See y'all later.